My knife is definitely not this sharp at home. Crushed it?
I made that.
Okay, we are here at the Inn at Crystal Lake. I have Tim Ostendorf with me. You are the owner here.
Yes.
Where are we at?
Inn at Crystal Lake, Eaton, New Hampshire.
Perfect. Now, tell me, what are we making here? Why are we making it? Walk me through it.
Okay. We're doing cinnamon chocolate chip cookies for the 27th annual Inn to Inn Cookie Tour. There's 8 inns that are going to be participating this year. Each inn does 2 cookies. Ours, we're doing a high energy cookie, which has walnuts and apricots and oats and maple. And then the one that we're going to be demonstrating today is a cinnamon chocolate chip cookie. So we're going to start out with pretty much any basic recipe. You combine the dry ingredients first.
Okay.
So I have everything all measured out, right in the recipe. It's
easier.
going to come in the cookbook that everyone's going to get if you come on the tour.
Cool.
The recipes for each inn's 2 different cookies. And so, so we start with the dry ingredients. We've got flour. Once again, all very basic stuff. Hopefully all stuff you already have at home. Salt, baking soda, thank you.
All of it?
Cinnamon, at least I think this is cinnamon.
Let's go with it.
Yeah, just
Okay.
whisk it together.
And while I'm doing this,
Yes.
what else do we got here?
Then we're going to do the wet ingredients, which also is kind of a little counterintuitive, but the way, yeah, good going there. Yeah, that's fine. It's you know, that's why I'm wearing an apron and you're not. But
we have a washer.
Yes, exactly. So the wet ingredients also include things like sugar, which is a little counterintuitive to what you might think. So I've got 2 sticks of butter. I've already softened those up. And I'm using a stand mixer. You could do this in a great big bowl with a wooden spoon if you wanted to. So we're going to cream together the butter, which is already softened, the white sugar, that is brown sugar. This is light brown sugar, and that's what the recipe calls for, but you can use dark brown sugar, whatever you have on hand.
Both will
really. Both will work. Vanilla. Then 2 eggs. One of the tricks of the eggs, I don't know if anyone knows this, if you crack the eggs, usually do it against a thing, do it against the pan, it gets all over the place. You can actually do that together. See, it's only going to break one of them. And then you can break that right in there.
Oh.
Yeah, right? See?
Well, what do you do with the second one then? Just on
I know, then you're stuck because then, yeah, then you still have to do
I
that.
just leaked that egg
Well,
everywhere,
it's okay.
so.
It doesn't matter. And then lift that up, put that on. Oh.
Well,
And then you just let that cream all together, just keep going until it gets all soft. You don't want any lumps of the butter in there. And then, ever so slowly, probably should turn that down maybe a little bit.
you don't want like a big,
It's going to happen anyway.
I mean, it always does.
Right. And that, put in your dry mixture. And, really?
No,
Yeah?
no.
Okay.
I like chocolate, so I'm happy.
These are semi-sweet. You could use milk chocolate. You could use white chocolate, which is not really chocolate, but
Whatever floats your boat.
Exactly. And then, wow, I think that's almost done.
Okay, well,
And then you'll scrape it all off there, and great.
so we're going to keep, well, I'm going to keep eating this. And then we're going to come back and scoop it in a minute. That's coming up next on Myler Makes It, guys. We'll
All
see you in a
right.
few.
Sounds good.
Okay, on Myler Makes It right now, you guys, we have our cookie dough done. I have Tim Ostendorf. I got it right
You
there,
did.
you guys. I
You
did.
did.
Now, we're at the Inn at Crystal Lake in Eaton, New Hampshire. What kind of cookie dough is this?
This is a cinnamon chocolate chip cookie.
Scooping them.
Yep.
These are simple. They're not a whole complicated thing.
No, scoop and bake.
Okay.
And you have a smaller scoop,
Oh.
and
Oh,
I
so
have a
do
little
it.
bit larger scoop. You can do either one.
Oh, it's so cute.
Isn't that cute? The only thing with using a little bit smaller scoop is that you want to reduce the baking time. Those won't take as long to cook. But if you just want a little bite-sized ones, you could
Yeah,
do
like
the
little
smaller
nibblers.
scoop. And they have all the different sizes. This one's a little broken, as you can see, but it still works.
Hey, honestly, as long as the cookie comes out of the day, who cares?
Exactly.
And
And
honestly,
so we
let's
do.
just eat the dough.
Yeah, or just eat the dough.
Just eat the dough.
So you keep doing that, and so once you get them all scooped out, look at that, magic of TV.
magic.
And so from here, what's kind of fun is you can freeze this. Take this whole tray, pop it right in the freezer. So once those are hard and frozen, take a plastic food storage bag, pop them in there, and then you got a whole bag of cookies. You can just take 2 out, 4 out, a whole dozen, and then you cookies whenever you want them. Or one of the other good things you can do is we take this, and this is form it into a great big log.
So same cookie dough.
Same exact cookie dough. You can do this pretty much with any kind of cookie, really. Just slice off whatever you want. You could keep a dozen of these in the freezer, have them all year long. Well, maybe not all year, but a couple months worth.
Yeah.
As far as that goes.
So that's a days worth. Like, I have a sweet tooth.
Exactly. Well, you wouldn't even get to the point where you bake them.
No, I would just never.
No, right.
I would just eat them.
Exactly.
The dough is great. Well, okay, so we have different ways you can scoop them, different ways into the log. You can freeze the dough, then you can bake it. You can just bake it right away. Options. User-friendly.
Yes.
And then we take these, and we're going to put them in the oven.
Okay.
This is very complicated.
Yes.
Put them in.
Normal time of like 370. Hey, aren't those hot?
Ow!
Yeah.
Very hot oven,
Very
everybody.
hot oven.
Woo!
Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
There we go.
Let me take
There
them
we
back
go.
out.
Yes. Thank you.
Edit all that out.
Yeah, and
Very
then,
hot.
Very, very hot. And we put them right on the,
Put the hot tray out of
right
the
on-
hot oven.
Perfect. And then maybe 5-10 minutes at the most, still on the tray. And then once the tray's still warm, even after 5-10 minutes, then you can
Take the hot cookies and put them on.
and use a spatula, of course.
Look how cute they look.
They are very cute.
Like, they look great. I mean, we crushed it, even though, I mean,
Okay.
clearly I didn't do these on myself.
You did.
Now, we're going to get to talk about these more.
Yeah.
Talk about this place, the whole tour overall.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
get to taste them. Actually baked, not just dough.
I might have to pour a glass of milk. Would go
I mean,
with, or
probably.
whatever. After dinner drink, maybe. I don't know, something like that.
Well, I mean, we are doing this very early in the morning.
Oh,
so-
that's true. I forgot about
I mean, it
that.
depends who. You do you.
Yeah,
But that's
right.
coming up next, you guys, on myler-makes-it. Okay, everybody. Now we are here for myler-makes-it at the Inn at Crystal Lake in the living room. I have Tim Ostendorf. He's the owner here. We have our cookies. They are finished. Cinnamon chocolate chip.
Cinnamon chocolate chip?
Are you ready to dig in and try them?
Sure.
I'm assuming you've already tried these.
I
but
may have.
You may have in the past.
Or just this morning.
Or just this morning. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah. Not bad.
Not bad.
They're
They're
better
very
with a
good.
glass of milk, I will say.
No, they're great.
Yeah? Oh, okay. No. That's very good. I should have taken a smaller bite.
These taste reminiscent of something I've had in my childhood.
Oh,
And I
okay.
don't know what.
Like a snickerdoodle?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But also something like I don't even know. But I think it's good. That's what you want it like. This
Supposed
time
to
of
remind
year.
you of
Yes.
your childhood.
Bring you back
Exactly.
to that time in your life.
Absolutely.
Now, while I'm eating, tell me more about the inn here. How did this get started? How'd you get here? How is this? How?
So my partner Bobby Barker and I have been here 23 years. And well, as far as the inn itself, it was built in 1884, pretty much has always been an inn. It was a boarding school in the 1950s and 60s for about 20 years. And then it was turned back into an inn in the early 70s. So except for that about 20-year period, it pretty much has always been an inn. And we used to be a full-service inn, and once the pandemic hit, it helped us slow down a little bit, and which is kind of nice. Bobby was the head chef, I was the sous chef, the check-in clerk, the bartender. I was pretty famous for my drinks, which is kind of fun. So once everyone checks in, it's nice to have my nights off because everyone checks in, I make a martini, take the rest of the night off.
Yeah, so now you just make the drink for yourself.
Exactly.
That sounds like a great
Yeah, it works out pretty well.
drink and a cookie.
Drink and a cookie.
But everyone gets to enjoy the fire.
Absolutely. And during the cookie tour, we will have a pianist playing. So that's kind of a nice little addition. And we've had sing-alongs that happen. People sit down in front of the fire, have a couple cookies, have an extra cookie. It just makes for a really fun afternoon.
I mean, you can just tell this place has that like cozy vibe that I feel like you're looking for in general. Of
Yeah,
just like
thank you.
it
Absolutely.
feels homey
Yeah.
and cozy, and I feel like I want to be in here when it's snowing and like
Yes.
yeah, it just feels very like a hug.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
I
you
agree
guys
with
did,
you.
it's yeah, you got the vibe down. I don't know a better word than vibe for that, but
Yeah.
that's
Hey,
the
it works.
millennial in me.
Yeah, there you go. There you
Well,
go.
you were mentioning the piano.
Yeah.
And some other places on the cookie tour. Mm-hmm. That's going to be coming up next, everybody.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about it.
Okay,
That's coming up
good.
next on myler-makes-it. I'm going to keep eating this, but
Me too.
yeah, we're going to see everybody in a minute. Okay, we are still here in Eaton, New Hampshire for myler-makes-it at the Inn at Crystal Lake. I have Tim Ostendorf with
Yes.
me. I got it right.
You did.
I almost messed
That was
up
like-
again.
It was at least twice you got it right. At least twice. It was
Honestly, this is 4 segments. That's 50%.
good. That's right.
Now, tell me about these other places that we have on the cookie tour
Yep,
here.
yep.
tell me, we have 8 places.
8 places, exactly, all throughout from down here in Eaton down to Tamworth, all the way up to Jackson, which is just north of North Conway.
Okay.
And so they're each about no more than about 15, 20 minutes apart. So it's an easy trip to do inn to inn, check out the different cookies, and every inn does 2 cookies. Yeah.
I saw a coconut,
Yeah.
and I love anything oh, I'm making a mess already.
That's okay. There is another one that I think has some coconut. It's got nuts and pumpkin. I think there's some coconut in there too. That's from the Samuel O'Reilly house. In at Ellis River, we've got the Christmas Farm Inn up here with a bunch of different ones.
I'm just going to sample.
Yeah, okay. And we have our cookies over here, the high energy ones with apricots and nuts and maple and oats. And then the cookie that we made earlier, the cinnamon chocolate chip ones. And then we have
There's a lot of different stuff.
the Cranmore Mountain Lodge doing gingerbread. That's one of the new stops this year. And Christmas Farm Inn, like I said, has lots of wonderful cookies up here. That's another new stop. Let's see, Purity Spring Resort, also another new stop. And so it's pretty exciting to have at least 3 new stops on the tour.
How many usually are there?
We've had up to 16, but the last couple of years we've had 8, which is nice because people can do it. It's a 2-day event from 11 to 3 both days, but some people like to do it all in one day, which is if possible. And then they might save Sunday to do shopping, get the Christmas shopping done in tax-free New Hampshire.
Hey.
And so that's kind of fun. And you can do whatever you want, really. Some people will wait and split it up so they can stop for lunch. You can get over the little cookie rush, the sugar rush. I love a chocolate crinkle.
Who doesn't?
Uh-huh.
Now, just because the rule of being somebody with food, what's the dates on this again for the cookie tour?
Saturday and Sunday, the 14th and 15th of December, 11 to 3 both days. And as I alluded to earlier, each inn will have something else. We have the pianist that's playing. Excuse me. I know Purity Spring Resort is hosting a craft fair. Let's see. So each
Lots of fun things other than just cookies as well.
Exactly. Cranmore Mountain Lodge has an outdoor fire pit.
Oh, cute.
So that's kind of a fun thing if it's hopefully nice and cold and snowy. And sit outside with your cookie and maybe some hot chocolate. And
so lots of stuff to do other than
absolutely.
We'll link that on the website with dates, stuff about tickets, all those different things for you because there's lots more information than just here.
Exactly.
I say we just keep eating our cookies because we got a lot more to sample. And
Absolutely.
It's getting hard to talk and eat at the same time, but enjoy. I mean, you can see inns, get some entertainment, and eat a lot of cookies.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
not too bad here.
Thank you so
Well,
much.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
See you guys in the next
All
one.
right, take care.
Bye.
These are good.
These are great.
Yeah.